Hi, welcome to Richard's Reviews. Today's review is Spider-Man Homecoming. This is a reboot of Reboot. Spider-Man was rebooted in the 90s, I guess, and again in the somewhere in 2000s. Only got 2 movies for the last one, and they rebooted it again to get to this one. I was not a huge fan because they really kind of promoted this movie more for Disney creation. All the Disney channels were promoting it, commercialized it, so I had less interest in it. Plus, it just seemed like another Iron Man kind of spoof, to touch on. I mean, Iron Man's in every damn movie. Hate to say it, I liked it as it's the first one and the second one, but then just got ridiculous in every single movie. So this reboot is kind of like is more of the, I could say, opposite of everything they could possibly think of. So Spider-Man is in high school, and they just kind of jump across that he's Spider-Man, which is cool. They tell the version that you kind of remember where he's kind of camping around, kind of campy, and it explains how he gets his suit, I guess, in a sense, because his original suit is just kind of, he made it himself, so it seemed kind of cheap and cheesy. So in this version, he's already Spider-Man, and Iron Man finds out about him and kind of tests him out, recruit him, gives him the super suit, which is the suit you see here in this picture. I'm not sure. The plot goes into the Vulture and how he's connected. It ends up that the Vulture is the girl he likes, his dad. So it kind of messes everything up. As you can see from the picture here, though, there's a lot of Iron Man involvement. You see the Avengers, you see Iron Man in the background, and then you see Spider-Man flinging around in some way. The movie progresses kind of odd, moves around a bit so that they can kind of get it to not just be in one area. So the story progresses that he is attending certain things. So they don't make Spider-Man very smart in this. He's more of like a annoying kid. That's it. I mean, that's what it comes down to. He doesn't know what he's doing, which is fine, but just really annoying at times. The movie itself was entertaining. I'll say that. There were some interesting parts, but they didn't really bring it back. But a lot of it is just because the Vulture steals Iron Man's tech, but Iron Man doesn't really do too much about it. Don't know why. He supposedly knows everything, but doesn't know a thing. So they always keep character. It's like the comics. They know things, but don't know things. Assume they're right or wrong at that point. So it's always black and white with them. And as much as Iron Man says he's into the, look into this gray area, he's always black and white about everything. So it's really annoying. So in this version, Aunt May's really young. They always crack jokes about that. Everybody's like hitting on her. Played by Marissa Tomei. And his best friend, who they introduce, this frumpy kind of guy, actually knows his secret, which is kind of cool. It kind of takes a bit off of him, a weight off him, since somebody knows his secret, not just him. But I mean, again, Iron Man does too. But it's like when they started out, his path, that emotionally he had some support. So his friend helps him in some cases. He doesn't just sit there. He does do some things in there. They introduce a kind of a different Mary Jane. Even Flash Gordon's different. They have this, I don't know how to explain it, like, I guess, Indian kid who plays Flash Gordon. It's supposed to be a jock and kind of beats up on Peter Parker. It's kind of, seems ridiculous in the view. I mean, if it was a big guy maybe, but it was just, it's a pretty small guy too. So it doesn't make any sense. A lot of the stuff they use in the tech here is strong, ridiculous, and at the same time stupid. Even Spider-Man's suit, it's like, it's supposed to help him, but it doesn't help him. So you find out there's like, what's the point of this technology, and that they not only rely on or use, it just doesn't even work. So they are in this weird kind of situation already, and the stuff they do doesn't even work. As a Disney movie, it was better than I thought, but rebooting it this quickly and early just kind of lost me. I mean, it builds into the other movies moving forward, but in all honesty, I really didn't. I'm glad that they kind of cut out some of the story of his origin. They just went straight into him being Spider-Man. The whole homecoming thing was a little bit short, you could say. They really cut that short. So, but rating for this movie, I'll give it a 2.5 out of 5. It's pretty average. It's good for the kids to watch. It's still an adventure movie. There's some scenes that are kind of funny here and there. Doesn't take itself super seriously. There's serious scenes when the villain's on the screen, but most of it's pretty upbeat in the most part. Better than the previous Spider-Man? Yes. They don't try to do too much explanation into a lot of things. Like the previous Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield was horrible. I'm sorry. Too many loopholes, too many problems, too many things. Like, it was just stupid. Bothered me. I'm sorry. But then the second one had potential, but they ruined that one too. So going into that, there was like this whole thing about. I have this thing about music. If the music can really make or break a movie. It can push the mood, keep the pace, do all these things. So in Spider-Man 2 with Andrew Garfield, they had Jamie Foxx play the villain, I forget his name, but he had what do you call it, a theme music. Definitely brought about a certain feel to it. It kept me involved when he was on screen. Spider-Man did not have a song, or at least some kind of thing to kind of introduce him to know that he's coming on screen. They did that. It might have kept me a little more involved. It just, a lot of the music in some of these movies definitely lack, and you end up not feeling the same thing. They promote you in the, how do you say, using the trailers. Trailers have music, and it gets you going, but it's short. And then when they play the actual movie, they don't play the same music, or they don't have the music in there, so you don't get the same feeling. It's different. So similar to that here, there's no music that really pops out. Some of them don't even use like real music. They just use like built tracks that are like, orchestral, but it has to get you into it. Like Star Wars would do something like that. So, it's a direction of what they want to do when they edit the type of movie and have it built around some of those things. Thanks for watching. Drop a like, comment, whatever. Check out the other videos. Thanks.